Hello everyone and good afternoon. I'm in Pennsylvania and it is really hot here and my wireless decided to take a vacation today. So I am actually coming to you live from my parents' backyard. And my parents kind of live out in the country. So they've got lots of plants and wildlife going around. So every once in a while, a bird will actually jump up. So if I scream in the middle of this, it's just a bird or a squirrel or something. And you'd think I'd be used to it because I grew up here. But anyway, so I'm here using their Wi-Fi to come live to you. So in case you don't know who I am Teresa Cantley, and I am a brand and marketing specialist, a strategist, and I actually am also, I'm a creative problem solver. And I've been working with entrepreneurs. I started my first business back in 2009. And it was a retail store. And since then, I've been working with entrepreneurs to help them to figure out, what's working, what's not working in their business, and then to build some really good brand strategies to re-energize them, to help them to reconnect to, their why and why they started their business, and to just, help them to re-energize themselves, the brand, their business, and then build great strategies to move them forward. So like I said, I'm kind of a creative problem solver slash brand and marketing strategist. Some people have asked me, am I a life coach? No, I'm not a life coach. I just happen to, because I think your brand, really starts with you and being authentic to who you are. So that's kind of why we, really revisit when I work with people, that whole re-energizing themselves so that we can rebuild and re-energize their brand. So I'm not a life coach. Like I said, I am all about branding and marketing, but I'm also about productivity, because I also believe that you could build this amazing brand and marketing strategy, but really you have to have a really strong foundation in staying consistent, being able to get stuff done, and really having good daily habits, and really being able to be productive during the day and stay motivated. So I thought I would come to you today and just talk a little bit about, just really fast, I know it's summer and the kids are home and everything, which is what led me to do this today, but I just wanted to talk to you really fast about one of the things that I've learned to do over the years. And I actually learned it probably back in 2011, and my first mentor, God bless her, I love her, still is Chalene Johnson, who I started learning productivity and goal setting and how to get things done and how to, break things down and stay consistent. So, but it's something that I started teaching to people that I work with, and I just wanted to talk about the key thing that has helped me to stay consistent, and I actually teach it every day to my one-on-one clients that I work with, and it's amazing. This one small thing that you can do has just made such a difference in the lives of the entrepreneurs that I work with, every day, every week. So, like I said, this conversation started. I have, many friends who have kids, and the kids are home for the summer, and, all throughout the school year, they're working on their goals. I have, friends who own their own businesses too, and they're working on building their businesses and re-energizing their brand. And they, they're like, how am I going to do this? The kids are home from school now. How am I going to stay consistent? How am I going to keep moving forward? And what it comes down to is, making sure that you have really good daily habits, making sure that you have, you've discovered systems that work for you to get things done. And the biggest thing for me, what I always tell people, is to have a really strong morning routine. And a morning routine, there's been some things out there where people have said, people get stuck on morning routines and they end up doing their morning routine for like 4 hours and then the day's gone. And when I teach people, and even when I created my own morning routine, I always say, you have to do what works for you. I can give you guidelines, but you have to ultimately pick what's going to work for you. And if you do that, you're going to connect to it and you're going to stay consistent. And I learned to do this like I said, years ago when I first started studying productivity and goal setting, and how to stay consistent, and while you're building your business. And originally I started this because when I was still in corporate America and I was working full time, I was kind of all over the place. I would kind of fly by the seat of my pants all the time. And if you know my story, I ended up with a brain injury. And when I had this, actually I had two, back to back. And when this happened, it made that not being organized and flying by the seat of my pants and being all over the place, it made it like 10 times worse. Because I really, like, my memory had suffered for a little while. My focus was just not there. So I started studying and just doing the work and reading all about productivity and staying consistent and setting a morning routine. And it started out being a form of therapy for me, just so that I could create a system so that when I got up in the morning, I was constantly doing certain things, getting up, brushing my teeth, getting dressed, and I had this morning routine that helped me kind of get back into my normal, and get my memory back and get my focus back. And that was when that morning routine started. And then it kind of grew from there, because like I said, I was still in corporate America, but at that time I was building my first business, a retail store. And I really learned to put this morning routine into practice. And it's changed a couple times over the years, but there's always some key ingredients, and these key ingredients exist to this day, and I teach people about it still. Got dark. Sorry about that. But this is what I teach to people that I work with today, business owners. And that is, we're a little dark here. Hopefully that gets a little bit lighter. But that is to start with, again, doing what works for you. Ooh, this is really dark. There we go. Sorry about that, technical difficulty. But this is real. This is live. So this is real. So I apologize, it got a little dark. I think the sun shifted. But anyway, so first of all, do what works for you. If it doesn't work for you, you're not going to stay consistent. You're not going to like it. You're not going to, it's just not going to work. So do what works for you. Do what you're comfortable with and what you can stick to every day. Do whatever morning routine looks like. It's something that you're going to be consistent with, and it's going to help you to set your day, get your day ready to go. And that was the big thing for me. So the other thing that I always tell people is fitness is a big thing in my life, and staying healthy and mentally, clearing mental space so that I am focused and ready to go for the day. And then also to get my body ready so that I'm energized for the day. So I always tell people to stick to kind of 3 things, and it's different for everyone. The first thing is your mind. So creating that mental space, starting the day with gratitude. And I know I've done this in previous live videos, but starting your day with gratitude. So it could be writing in a journal. It could be just, thinking of things that you're grateful for. But reminding yourself to start with that early in the morning, because you can't start the day and be grateful and have gratitude and be in a bad mood. It just doesn't happen that way. So that's the first thing. Second thing, kind of going along with that, is I do meditation. Meditation doesn't work for everybody. I work with some people who their form of meditation to get their mindset is they do crossword puzzles in the morning. Some people read a chapter of a book. But whatever works for you. I don't say to people, oh, you have to meditate, because it doesn't work for everyone. Not everyone can do it. If you can, great, I do. It also doesn't have to be for 20 minutes or a half an hour or an hour. If you have a strong meditation practice, it might be that. Some people, I meditate anywhere from 11 minutes to 20 minutes. So, like I said, pick what works for you and what you can stay consistent with. And then the last thing is, like I said, fitness, getting out there and exercising. If you go for a walk, for a lot of people, walking is kind of that meditative thing and the fitness thing. But just getting out there and getting moving early in the morning, it just makes such a big difference and gets you energized and you're ready to go. And there's something to be said about getting those endorphins going early in the morning. So, and then, there's other things that you can add to this, but I always tell people, make time for you. That morning routine is intended to, be time for you, that you can have a moment to get yourself situated and get you ready to start your day. There's other things that I teach, as far as learning in the morning, taking some time to, learn something that you've wanted to learn, taking time to create something that you've wanted to create. Marie Forleo, another mentor of mine, she has the create before you consume. So, work on creating something for you, for your business, for something that you've been wanting to do for your family or whatever, before you dive into email, before you dive into, returning phone calls and things. It just, because as soon as you go into email, you get on everybody else's agenda, and then you get all flustered for the rest of the day. At least I do. So, like I said, whatever that morning routine looks like, make sure that it works for you and that you can stay consistent with it. And once you figure out what that is and you stick with it, it will help you so much to get more done. I mean, like I said, I work with entrepreneurs that I've taught this system to, and we figured out what morning routine is going to work for them, and they've implemented it, and they've been able to get things done, important things done that they've been wanting to get done for years, and they've let go a lot of the stuff that was just making them busy, that wasn't moving them forward and wasn't really fulfilling to them. So there is more to this morning routine than just like, okay, I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to run for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to sit down and write my to-do list. That's the other thing. Sorry. Writing your to-do list in the morning and getting yourself situated for the day. But it really, what it did for me is it helped me to focus on what was important and helped me to focus on clearing out all the stuff that was distracting me so that I could focus on what I needed to do for the rest of the day. So those are my tips about, just a few brief tips about creating a morning routine. Morning routines don't have to be 2 hours. They don't even have to be an hour. It could be something simple, like even grabbing a cup of coffee in the morning and sitting outside or sitting at your kitchen table and just daydreaming, or just thinking about the things that you're grateful for. So it could just consist of that. So just give these things some thought, and I do have some great information for you, some little sneak peek insider information, but I am going to be launching my new course at the end of this month. And if you're watching this, you will, hear me talk about it right now, so you'll get insider information. And I'm also going to post a link to pre-register in the comments after this video. So look for that. But what this course is all about is exactly what we just talked about. It's all about, mastering your motivation. What keeps you motivated so that you can be more productive during the day, and you can focus on what's most important, and you can find that freedom in your life that you're able to do the things that you love and spend time with the people that you love. We talk about removing distractions. We talk about we figure out together how to create that daily morning routine, like what's going to work for you. We talk about there's a bonus in it, a super duper awesome bonus at the end of the course, which I'm not going to tell you about right now. You'll have to find out about that later when we open up registration. But it's all, like I said, it's all about figuring out how to stay motivated, changing things to change your mindset, some simple tools and strategies that, like I said, I teach to all of the entrepreneurs that I work with, and they have all seen tremendous success. I've also taught it to friends of mine. I taught it to my parents, my husband, and like I said, I learned it from myself, and I am living proof that when you learn how to do these things and you create white space in your life, and get rid of the busyness, and create space to do the things that you love and the things that are important, that will move you forward, so many amazing things can happen. And for me, learning how to do this, from a brain injury, and then taking it and consistently implementing it, kept me consistent and kept me showing up, and kept me showing up every day, no matter how difficult things were. Following this morning routine and doing the other things that I talk about in my course and I teach you know, for me, it helped me to leave corporate America and, you know, start my first business, my retail store, while I was still working full time. It helped me to achieve numerous goals, and then also, you know, starting you know, moving forward into the business that I have now. So I am so excited to be launching this course, and I've had so many people supporting me, and so many people, you know, just so excited for me to finally launch this, to put the things that I've been teaching to people one-on-one for so long, to actually put it in a form where, you know, you can access it online. And like I said, I go through and I coach you through it, and we figure out together what's going to work for you. You know, like, I wouldn't say you have to do this. It's okay, here's your parameters, here's your guidelines, let's figure out what's going to work for you. So so stay tuned for that. Just a little sneak peek, since we're here and it's beautiful and it's summer and I'm out in the middle of the country with Mother Nature singing, and I haven't had any visits from chipmunks or birds, which is a good thing. I don't think I have. So anyway, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to get on the VIP registration list so that you get first, you get an email first to announce this awesome course that I'm going to be launching, register. Like I said, I'm going to post the link in the comments after I stop this video and we're done going live here, and you can click on the link and you can register and get early access to the course when we launch it at the end of the month. So I am so very excited for this. It's been a long time coming, and like I said, it's all the things you know, that I teach people one-on-one, the entrepreneurs that I coach, and the businesses that I work with. It's the foundation stuff that we start with, and it's the stuff that then, once they do that and they realize, and we start moving things along and we set goals, and they are just rolling along, and they're able to focus on one thing at a time and not multitask and get lost, that we're able to then build a awesome, super duper brand and marketing strategy, and just like move that business forward. And like I said, really connect back to why they started it in the first place. So anyway, I am so excited for this, and I hope you pre-register for it. And I'm going to jump off and let you guys go enjoy the rest of your day. And I will be seeing you soon. So have a wonderful day and stay cool if you're in a super hot heat wave right now like I am. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care.